Hello everyone, there's my hands. This is very new for me. As you can see from the title, I'm filming my makeup inventory for, end of 2024 oh my gosh, I'm already knocking things down. Going into 2025. I'm not used to filming like this. This is the first time I've ever tried to do the overhead filming style, so it's probably going to be very awkward. It took me so long to set up. I laid down like a blanket so that I could have a uniform backdrop, but it's one of those ones that you can like mess up, so it doesn't even, I don't know, I'm being fussy. Anyway, this video was requested months ago, and I can't even remember who requested it. I am so genuinely sorry that I didn't do this sooner. I really haven't had the time, and I feel like I'm talking and you're not seeing anything. So here are my hands. I just didn't have the time, and I finally got around to it. My collection, this is a good spot to like stop and take note of anything in my collection that is not, I feel like the Grinch when he's like around the Christmas tree talking to Cindy Lou Who, and he's like, "Hello child, go to bed." Anyway, I need to focus because this is going to take so long. Yeah, I figured this was a good stopping point, and I just really needed to get this film for the person who requested it. They probably unsubscribed a while ago because it's been so long. Before I start, I wanted to mention, if you notice in any of the categories that something might be missing, that either means that I forgot it, but I have like all of my makeup here, so I really should. Oh, I did not check my everyday makeup organizer. I'll be right back. Thank you, me, for reminding me. Yeah, now I officially have all of my makeup in front of me. You're only seeing one category, but if I forget anything, of course, I'll put it on the screen. I'm not necessarily like counting. I'll tell you how much of each, but I'm not necessarily like keeping track of the numbers. This is just to show you. But other than that, if you're like, wait, where's that one thing? That means that you will be seeing it featured in my final makeup recap check-in for the end of December. Is either already finished, being finished in the next couple days, or being decluttered. So if something's missing to you, that's where it will be. You can find it there. This first part will be my individually packaged eyeshadows, which now that I'm seeing, this is why it's good to do an inventory. Now that I'm seeing how many I have laid out, it's actually ridiculous. Again, this is like, I'm never ever trying to like brag about my makeup collection. It's quite the opposite. I do feel some shame showing you this, which is another reason why I've never done a makeup inventory video. So please don't shame me in the comments. I know this is why I'm constantly panning. I'm trying to be better. This is why I did a makeup beauty bank for 2024. I'm actively trying to work through my makeup and buy less. Starting with my Super Shocks from ColourPop, I have 13. And then I have this one over here, which is one of my newest. It's from Half Magic Beauty. It's the shade Wet Pebble. It is so beautiful, but I haven't even worn it because, again, I have way too much makeup. These two right here are Urban Decay. This one is an iridescent. It's called Lucid. It is so pretty. That's like, this one I could like take it or leave it, since I have this one from ColourPop. It's basically the same color. This one though is so beautiful. I recommend. Then from Sephora, I have these three. This is a spoiler, this is the newest item in my makeup collection. It's a single shadow called Chocolate Chip. It's so pretty, but this is not, I'm not trying to name things individually, so I'm gonna speed it up. But these three are Sephora. Sephora has really great stuff. You should check them out if you haven't. Then I have these three, well, 2.5 rows of 10 Dose of Colors singles. Really great formula. I highly recommend. They kind of have two different formulas. One is a creamier one and one is a dry shimmer formula. The creamier ones are like the metallics, and then the drier ones are pretty much, I would say, the exact same formula as the Urban Decay, you know, like that Space Cowboy formula, and they're only $5. So if you are interested in getting that same formula for a much cheaper price and then even like different shades, I definitely recommend these. And also just in general, they're really nice. Down here I have my 4 Natasha Denona singles. This one is, well, single like potted eyeshadows. This one is like a random satin. These two, well, these 3 were deluxe gift with purchases, but they're like shades from her actual palettes. And I have pan on 2 of them. And then I have this one in a pot that's supposed to be kind of a topper shadow too, kind of like the Urban Decay one, but it's just so dry and crumbly. It's just kind of a mess. I mentioned all of these in my makeup I would declutter if I could get my money back video. Over here we have, sorry, now my bones are cracking. Over here we have my eyeshadow sticks and liquid eyeshadows. So these, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 e.l.f. No Budge eyeshadow sticks, and then 2 Bobbi Browns. Here I have 3 NYX jumbo pencils and 3 Milani eyeshadow sticks. I don't know if these were from a limited edition collection. They were just like on the website when I was buying from them once. I have actually no idea like if they still sell that formula. These 2 are Sephora eyeshadow pencil sticks, discontinued unfortunately. This is a KVD Glimmer Shimmer something. You probably know what I'm talking about. This one is a little mini Laura Mercier shadow stick. Then I have 2 Danessa Myricks liquid shadows and 2 Natasha Denona liquid shadows. I have yet to use either of these, and I've had them for at least 2 years. I don't know what they're still doing in my collection, but they are, so I'm counting them. Here we have my non-eyeshadow eye products, so I'm kind of skipping around, but I already had them out because I store them in the same place. So these 2 are technically, or not 2, these 4, which are the Tarte Quick Sticks, they're technically both an eyeshadow stick and an eyeliner, but I decided to put them here because the other category was like, it was tough to even fit things in frame. But yeah, eyeshadow stick on one side, eyeliner on the other. I've decluttered the other 2 that I have, so now all that I have are the eyeliners that are black and brown. The black eyeliners on these are actually amazing. Once I finish the black eyeliner that I have now, I'm considering trying a Tarte eyeliner. Let me know your thoughts if you've ever tried one. And speaking of eyeliners, here are all of mine. This is the one that I'm currently using. I just started using this recently, but I've used one of these up before. It's the Pat McGrath eyeliner. And then I have one from Danessa Myricks, which is the duochrome one, but I've had this since the end of 2023 and I still haven't used it. It's really, really bad. I just keep forgetting about it, so I need to like put it somewhere so I don't forget it. And then the other 4 that I have are all from Urban Decay. I have like a regular dark brown one, my only, I mean other than these, like my only dark brown eyeliner, and then I have some colorful ones here. I have 4 mascaras here. These 3 are just little mini black mascaras. These are the ones that you just get like as a free gift with purchase, or they come in like a little makeup set. I'm perfectly fine with having them. Last year I had about 6 or 7. I think I had 7 at the beginning of the year. I did end up getting 1, I think, in some sort of set. And now I'm down to 3 of these. And then I have 1 brown mascara that I bought this year, but I still haven't opened it. Finally, I have my 2 eyeshadow primers, the only 2 I have and the only 2 I need. 1 regular Milani eyeshadow primer, 1 NYX glitter primer. That is one of the only categories that I am minimal in. Back to eyeshadows. So I have 3 palettes with my single eyeshadows. This one, the only full one, is the Terra Moons palette. This is literally all Terra Moons. I love it so much. I have to get more use on my single shadows, and that's something that I'm gonna work on specifically in 2025. And I'm planning, I don't know if this is going out before or after, but whatever. I am going to put this into a project this month in December. These are kind of a mix, so some of these are old AB, not like old, they're only a few years old, but no one really gets ABH singles anymore. But these are ABH ColourPop, and then a few ones that I made myself from a highlighter duo. I just repressed them into eyeshadow pans. I figured I could use them as inner corners, but that's not important. So yeah, these are like all of the ColourPop singles that you buy as singles. And then this palette is something that I just did today. These are all ColourPop shades that I popped out of palettes and just have put into this Z palette, which is like the Danessa Myricks packaging, because I don't have like a free Z palette. And it looks just very like warm brown, because that's pretty much what it is. These are from the ColourPop Wild Child, Big Poppy, and Lucky Penny, which are brown and orange eyeshadow palettes. Now we're on to the fun part for you. For me, it is time consuming and annoying, but this is my eyeshadow, well, the first part of my eyeshadow palette collection. I haven't done my eyeshadow declutter yet. You'll be seeing those declutters in my December makeup recap, of course, but my projected number is 64 eyeshadow palettes, which I know is a high number. It's lower than a lot of people, and it's much higher than a lot of people as well. This is just where I am. Starting with the brand that I have the most from, obviously, Dose of Colors, which I have 11 palettes from. I have 9 of the like 5-pan palettes. I have the She's a 10 and then the 9 Years Later. I have 8 palettes from Sephora collection, 4 palettes from Melt Cosmetics, and 2 palettes from Urban Decay. Part 2 of my eyeshadow palettes, and first, I'm just going to say the same thing that I said in my last video. If you see dust, when you see dust, because it's dusty in here, I haven't used a lot of these in a while. Don't say anything, please, for my own sanity. Don't say anything. Thank you. Here we have Pat McGrath. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have counted before I started. I have 6 Pat McGrath palettes. I have 3 Natasha Denonas. 1, I have the Metropolis, a mini, and a baby. We know how I feel about her, but we are not going to talk about it right now. I have 3 ABH palettes. I have a throwback palette. Who remembers this one? The original Norvina. Then I have the Norvina Pro Volume 5. And then I have the Rose Metals. So I have like 1 from each era of ABH, which is kind of fun. I have 2 from Huda Beauty, both the large holiday palettes. So sad she's not doing those anymore, because some of the best eyeshadow quality ever, and I'm being for real when I say that. I have 2 ColourPop palettes left that are as like actual palettes. The Fresh Greens, that's like the Target exclusive. By the way, the Target ColourPop palettes are not magnetic. I didn't know that until I tried to depot it into that Z palette that I had all of my other depotted ColourPop singles in. Doesn't work. So I have this one, and then the Avatar palette. These ones are magnetic, but I bought it like 60-70% for the packaging, so I'm not gonna depot it. I will always keep that packaging even when I have to get rid of the shadows inside. Don't mind the people yelling outside. They're just having a really fun Thursday night, I guess. Then I have 2 Juvia's Place palettes, the Nubian and the Berries. Part 3 of my palettes, finally. And you might see other things bleeding into the frame. Pretend like you don't see that. Let's just address the elephant in the room. Yes, I do have these 2 Ensley Ring palettes. I didn't know. I mean, obviously I bought these before everything happened. Not gonna talk about it on my channel, and I don't want to get flagged, but yeah, when I like introduced these palettes on my Instagram and my channel, I had no idea that happened. So You know what? We're gonna take a break from buying from them, but I own them. I'm not gonna throw them away or do anything crazy. That would only be wasting my own money. So I also have a Jaclyn Hill palette hiding over there. But yeah, I have these two Ensley Rain palettes, which are the newest in my collection. Over here I have my 3 Kaja Bentos. They're cute little guys. Even though they're only 3 pans, I still count them as palettes. Then I have a NYX Cosmetics palette, a Milani palette. I have the Sydney Grace Mountain Trail, the Nabla Wildberry Cutie. Love this one. Just finished using this on my No Pen Left Behind. You should check that series out if you haven't seen it, if you want like mini reviews on all of these. Here I have my final e.l.f. palette. This one's still standing, it's still kicking. I will be decluttering all 4 of my bite-sized quads at the end of the year, like I have always said in my Project Level Up. Then I have my Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 6 palette. It just looks like that. I'm not going to hold it up because it's super reflective, and I'm just in my ratty little pajamas. Because I'm using the like actual palette for my ColourPop singles, I just turned it into this little tiny thing, which is so cool. I just love the packaging on that one. I'm not gonna ramble because I could, so go check out that video I did on that palette. I have Artist Couture Supreme Nudes, the original one. I have a one size palette. This was like a limited edition holiday one. It's called Golden Cocoa. I love that as an everyday palette, even though I don't use it. Then I have my 2 Kaleidos palettes. Love them. They should totally bring them back. Then I have my 2 Lorac palettes. I have this super tiny mini one, perfect for travel, and then my Fairy Tale Forest, which I covet. 3 Sigma palettes. My Sigma Ambiance is one of my favorite palettes of my entire collection. Then here I have the, almost got away with not mentioning it, my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Divine Neutrals palette. Aside from the brand owner, because we all know she's controversial too, great palette. I legitimately loved her collabs. I just wish her and Morphe hadn't been so shady. Then I have this Morphe 2 Malibu palette. Actually, really good palette. Here are my face palettes, which is really crazy because this category has more than doubled in 2024. It's like percentage wise, this is the category that's grown the most. I can't believe it. It's so much. I count anything as a face palette if it has more than 1 face product in it. So even though like this is a bronzer duo, I still count it. And then even though this is a blush trio, still count it. If you watch my plan to pan in 2025, you would have seen this. It's my Franken palette. Since then, I've added another blush. This has the Essence blush, one of my Essence blushes where the packaging broke. It was in my The Office Project pan, and I just got so sick of it. I just depotted it into here. This is a ColourPop like build your own face palette, but I haven't used it. I'm just so annoyed, which is most of the reason why I haven't used it. Almost all of the shades were darker than they looked on the ColourPop website, and like it's a whole thing, but they don't like give PR to people with deeper skin tone. But anyway, this exists in my collection. Then I have the first face palette that I bought this year. It's the Maybelline one. Here I have 2 Benefit duos. I bought this one first. I love this, and it got me to purchase the blush duo, which I also love, and they discontinue that thing so quickly. It's insane. This is an ABH trio. They currently only have, I think, 2 shades that are still being sold, and I think this is one of them. I really like it. It's super pigmented though. This is one of my favorite purchases of 2024. It's my Ilia face palette. Then I have my Juvia's Place bronzer duo, like I said. This is an ABH face palette. I still haven't used it. So embarrassing. But you know, this entire video is kind of shameful, so I may as well put it out there. I have this Lorac trio, which I also haven't used because, yet again, it looked way different online than in person. I just feel like, okay, this is the deep version. How are you gonna have something this deep and then something this light in the same face palette? It doesn't make sense. Then we have my Cali contour kit, also a really great purchase. This is the deeper version. And then I have my Kaja face bento in shade 2 Cloud Latte. Here are the rest of my face products. At the top I have my 4 foundations. This one I'm currently using. This is my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue in the 120, which is my winter shade, and then this is the 122. But then I have the Makeup Forever in 2Y36 and the e.l.f. in, I think it's 330 warm. Doesn't matter anyway. Then I have my old reliable e.l.f. color corrector, my LYS concealer, which is my winter shade, and my Neutrogena concealer, which is my summer shade. My concealers and color correctors, other than my eyeshadow primers, the only category that I feel like I have under control. My primers, even though it's more than necessary, it's not too bad, I think. I don't know, you'll have to let me know if you disagree. But I have my e.l.f. Halo Glow. Love this stuff so much. I'm currently working on panning my other like glowy products, so I can just only have this. Speaking of, I have my Say whatever this is called. I got this in a Sephora favorites pack, and it's the dark one, but it just shears out to be like almost nothing. That like I use it on top of a like pore mattifying blurring primer, and then I can go in with my winter shade of foundation and it doesn't really change anything. Then I have my NYX Marshmallow Primer, my e.l.f. liquid pore primer, and then my e.l.f. technically also another liquid pore primer, but this was the OG one. This is untouched and unopened, but like I still wanted to have it, so I bought it sometime in 2023. I need to use this in 2025. I'm using my other hand now because my right arm is tired. Here we have my 3 loose powders, my Makeup Forever, which is my Ride or Die one. This is the one that I'll repurchase when the other 2 are done. Then I have the Halo Glow. I bought this because I was just so intrigued by it, and Kat from Kitchnich, I don't know, she really likes it. I think it's fine, but it's just like, I've come to terms with I'm not a glowy girl. It's not my preference. Then I have this Laura Mercier one that I got as like maybe a Sephora birthday gift. It's never been used. I haven't even taken the little sticker off. Back to my right arm because I felt awkward. I have this Artist Couture press powder, but I have yet to go through my other powders, so I haven't used it yet, like other than just to try it out. Then I have my 2 e.l.f. Franken powders, which I want to get through first. I have my only 2 highlighters that I haven't like depotted and kind of frankened. These are the Essence highlighter and sunlighter. I absolutely love these. They're my favorite highlighter formula. They're super subtle, but they're so easy to blend. They're just really beautiful. Then I have my one single bronzer left. That's like not depotted and not in that little duo that I had in my face palettes. This is the Beauty Bakery one. It is so sad. This is actually the one that I'm using now in my everyday makeup organizer. It's actually so nice. This is a blush that I have from the brand as well. It's so pigmented that I thought this was going to be the same, but it's like so nice and buildable. I love it, and it's perfect for winter. I bought this when the brand was being discontinued, or like when they were closing. I wish, if I had known, I would have bought a second one. Maybe I shouldn't admit that on camera because this is a panning channel. Now we're onto the blushes. Like I mentioned, I have this red one from Beauty Bakery, this L'Oreal one. I don't really buy from L'Oreal anymore, but this one is such a pretty color. It's just so pigmented. I have my e.l.f. Always Spicy, my Maybelline one, which does not really work for me. I have my Huda Glowish one in the berry color. It's so pretty. I've been using this lately. Then I have the Essence blush that has not yet broken on me. It's almost the same color as the other one. Then we get to the cream cheek products. I feel like even though some people have way more than this, I still feel like this is just a crazy amount of cream products to have of like the same type of product. So here is a NYX duo. This is both a bronzer on one side and a highlight on the other side. This is my Fenty contour stick. You could probably use it if you were like less warm than me as a bronzer, but I am so warm that I can only use this as a contour stick. I've had this for like 3, maybe 4 years. No, I've had this for about 3 years now. And I've barely used it so that it's flush with the packaging. It's crazy. These last forever. I have my Clinique. I use this as like a blonde tour. Is that what it's called? Brontour. I don't know what I was thinking. I use this as a brontour, but it really mostly looks like it's very warm on me, but it's dark enough that it works as a contour. I don't know why I'm explaining things in specific detail. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. This is my little mini Westman Atelier, like also kind of a brontour stick. I think it's so cute. I love it. This is a Jouer blush duo that I bought in February. I still haven't used it and I really need to because it's smelling a little bit different. This is a Clinique blush chubby stick. Another one of those NYX duos, but they're both blush. My NYX Sweet Cheeks liquid blush. I have not used this. Coming at you from a different angle because my back was hurting. I'm getting old. This is, you know, on this channel, we don't like Rare Beauty or Selena Gomez. Not judging if you do. I'm just saying I don't really like to mention that brand or Natasha Denona, but I have it. So this is the like orangey blush. I actually do think the color is really pretty. I just would not repurchase. Then I have what I'm pretty sure is supposed to be like the Rare Beauty dupes from e.l.f. and I have the mauve one. It is so pretty. I'll just from now on buy these. Then I have the e.l.f. potted blush. This is the second one of these I've bought because I've explained this before. e.l.f. cream products just go bad so quickly. Not liquid products, which is weird, but cream. I have my Say blush in Chili, which I got in the same... Did I? I was gonna say I got it in the same pack as that Say primer thing, but I actually cannot remember how this entered my life. I honestly have no clue, but it's here. Then I have the Westman Atelier blush. I only have these two left from that little pack I bought in February. I finished the highlighter. Then I have these four, which as you can see are lipsticks, but I've moved them into the cream blush category because they're all starting to smell not bad, but they're starting to smell different. So I'm not gonna put them on my lips anymore. If I have a reaction, I mentioned this in my... I'm trying to ignore the cracking, but my bones just are so loud. If I have a reaction, as I mentioned in my Plan to Pan video, I will discontinue the use, but these are going to be blushes moving forward. Here's my final category, which is all of my lip products. These are all NYX Butter Glosses, my favorite lip gloss formula. If you haven't tried it, which some people actually haven't tried it, I didn't know that until very recently. I definitely recommend trying it. It's really amazing. If you want a lip gloss that's super comfortable, that has color but isn't super pigmented, try it. I just wanted to put that out there. Then, because I moved things around for my Plan to Pan video, I have some Bite Beauty hiding right here, and then I have my other Bite Beauty lipsticks here, and then I have one like little lip stain that I've never used. Coming back over here, I have all of my Fenty glosses. This is like this and the Pat McGrath formula are probably tied for my second favorite lip gloss formula. I just think they're so beautiful. I would say maybe the Pat McGrath just has like a tiny bit more of like an advantage because I feel like the doe foot on these picks up too much product. Okay, these you probably have never seen on my channel. These are Sephora lip stains. I think I mentioned them in my Plan to Pan for 2024, and then I didn't even bother talking about them in this one because I was like, it's pointless. Oh, I'm sorry. I bought these all in 2021. They were discontinued in 2021, I believe. They're just like lip gloss stains. You know the stuff that's popular now? Sephora was doing it like 3 years ago. No one bought them. No one cared about them. I still have all of mine. A few of them, if you can see, these two I haven't even taken the packaging off of. I just never use them. I don't know why. Also, random note, while I was getting this stuff out, I found these two like hidden away in these organizers. These are like super sheer, so I don't even count them in my makeup inventory. I count them as lip treatments, but these are two more that I didn't even remember, and my plan to pan, so I have 17. If you watch that video, you know what I'm talking about. Then I have all of my Atomic Makeup liquid lipsticks, formerly, oh my gosh, I can't say that, formerly known as Lonely Planet. These are so good. They're pretty much the same as this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream formula. They really need to bring this back, like the brand. I have lip crayons here from Maybelline and Milani and e.l.f. and Bite. Then I have my two Scooby-Doo Wet n Wild lip stains, my Pat McGrath glosses, my Clinique Chubby Sticks, my Maybelline lipsticks. These are so pretty, but I never wear them. Coming back down here, I have my MAC lipsticks. I have, oh, I forgot about this, my Merit lipstick, my Milani Teddy Bear OG lipstick. I will always have this in my collection as long as I sell it. This is probably like my 5th tube. ABH, Nabla, Dose of Colors, Revlon, Charlotte Tilbury, also don't like this brand anymore. My two e.l.f. lipsticks, the Clinique Soft, no, not Soft Honey, Black Honey, which this is the dupe for anyway, so just get this one. Then I have this little KVD liquid lipstick, and I think this is the Queen of Poisons. Yeah, I used this once and I haven't used it since, but it's really pretty. Then I have my other Fenty Slip Shine lipstick. This is in Bubble Rum. I'm just gonna open this one. It's so pretty. I need to make this like my everyday lipstick. My Milani lip oil, my Dose of Colors liquid lipstick, my 3 Revlon Chubby Sticks. I told you about these already. I'm not gonna go into it. It's gonna annoy me. My Neutrogena Chubby Stick REM lipstick that I think I've only worn once. This would be so easy to pan. It's like, it's tiny. My L'Oreal lipstick, which I have plans for, coming very soon. This is my CoverGirl liquid lip topper. It's just like a shiny thing that you put on top of your liquid lipstick, but it doesn't break it down. It's so good. And I have my new Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve in the Blood Orange shade. This, I feel like I don't own it, but I feel like this is a dupe for that like dark brown berry shade from Ole Henriksen. It's the LYS lip oil in the shade Chocolate Cherry. They need to bring these back. Makeup Forever lipstick, discontinued unfortunately. NYX lip gloss, Too Faced liquid lipstick. I don't buy these anymore, but I really like this shade and I don't wear it, but it's basically the same shade as this Dose of Colors one when you put it on the lips. Then my Dose of Colors lip gloss. We have finally reached the end of my makeup inventory. This is it. I probably should have filmed back earlier when I had like normal clothes on, and like I have a full face on and I didn't film anything. I should have filmed an intro and outro with this, but you're gonna get my hands. Thank you so much for watching. If you watch this entire video, again, please, and I mean this genuinely, please don't tell me that I have too much makeup, because I know. I am embarrassed and ashamed, which is why I hadn't done this until now. I was never gonna do it if it hadn't been requested. Sorry to this person who requested it months and months ago, but here was my inventory for 2024. It's definitely, and I know it doesn't look like it, it's definitely gone down from last year. If I had done this end of 2023, there would have been more products to talk about, and I'm hoping that next year I can have like a noticeable difference in my collection, even if I don't necessarily do an inventory video. But that was it. I'm finally done filming my fragrance and makeup inventories. I'm not gonna do my other categories because they're boring, but let me know any thoughts you have in the comments. I don't know what else to say. I'm just embarrassed. I love you. Bye.